Hello and welcome to the Way of Mystic podcast. Today we're going to be following on from last week where we was working out how to receive clearer messages from the spiritual and celestial realms. So today we are going to be working on the 3 best tools to supercharge your spiritual connection. Now, before we kick off with this show, I would like to say that whatever of the mystical arts it is you're doing, whether it's divination, protection, healing, energy, magic, all of these things, alchemy, you do not need anything other than yourself. You can do any healing with no tools. You can do any divination with no tools. The tarot, and the oracle cards, they are a brilliant tool to use, but they're not necessary for divination. You can do everything that you need to do yourself by raising your vibration and by connecting with the celestial and spiritual realm and doing this on a regular basis with healing, self-healing yourself and keeping your physical body working right, and also by having a deliberate practice of connection so that you are acknowledging and at the same time showing up every day or every week, whenever it is that you've planned to say, I'm ready, I want to connect. These are all the things that you need to do. But having said that, whether you are struggling or even if you are finding everything supremely easily and it's flowing, all the information's coming and everything you're doing is easy, these tools still will amplify your energy and they will still help. So the 3 tools that we are going to go for to supercharge your spiritual connection and amplify your messages and anything of the spiritual arts that you're doing is incense, smells, which will heighten the emotion and connect memories and a feeling. We're going to go with sound, which will raise your vibration and work on the frequency around you. And also we're going to work with the crystals, which are known to hold energy, store energy, and amplify energy. Now, as we're going to go into the 3 of these, I would again like to say, not just is that you can do anything yourself without anything, is the things that we're going to go through, the 3 things that we're going to talk about today, you put them into almost like a ritual. So when I do any of the spiritual arts, whether I'm going to be healing someone, if I'm going to be giving a reading, if I'm going to do some energy magic or some inner alchemy work, whatever it is that I'm doing, I do the same thing. Now, I use these 3 tools amongst others to help to amplify my energy, but it's not just that. It's going to get you into the right headspace. As soon as I smell the Florida water, I know I'm healing. I know I'm working. As soon as I smell white sage or dragon's blood, I know that I'm working. As soon as I hear the angelic Reiki music, I know that I'm working. And so from that point of the perspective of the sound, the feeling and what's in my hands and the crystals that I'm wearing, it's almost like a uniform. I'll put my necklaces on, my jewellery, all like the crystal bracelets and rings and things that I have, because I know that at that point I am working and then my head is in a different space. And it's almost like turning on a light switch. As soon as I have done those things, the light is on, I'm at work. It's literally like walking into an office, turning on your computer. Everything is good to go. So all these things, oh sorry, not only do they oh dear, so sorry, not only do they highlight and they will help to amplify, it's about your ritual, it's about getting you into the right headspace and for your connection, almost as I say, to turn it on. So the first thing that I do when I'm starting work is I like incense. Now you can use the sticks, you can use the cones, or you can use Palo Santo, you can use the natural dried sage itself, where you can get some beautiful ones with rose petals and all sorts of things wrapped up into them. So it feels exciting. You can use it with a fan or a feather. So the smell of that lit up in the room, swirling around you, not only is it going to be, as I say, a ritual, it's also going to clear the energy around you. And that's what you want to do. You want to clear space. You want to clear any negativity. And that is mainly what white sage does. It's brilliant and it's known for centuries to clear the energy around you. So you've got a good working frame, a good basis to start from. Once I've done that, I light a candle, because that is always, it's just known that as soon as you light a candle, that is always going to help with the connecting with the spiritual realm. So once you've got your incense going, I set the music. Now you can use drumming, which I tend to use if I'm going to do journeying or meditation work or anything like that. I tend to use the frequency work if I'm doing self-healing for myself. But I normally, when I'm working and I'm going to do anything else, I always use the angelic Reiki music. But as I say, you can find the sounds and things that are helpful to you. There's the Tibetan singing bowls are wonderful. They're lovely for healing. But go through all the different types of high frequency musics and sounds that you can listen to. Some people will just use nature sounds like water running, rain, things like that. So, but you want to have something that is going to connect you either to earth or raise your frequency or be calming and relaxing. And again, you've got the smells going, clearing the energy, the angelic Reiki sounds, they heighten the frequency and again connect you into this right headspace. And finally is the crystals. Now, the crystals that I use, I tend to always use amethyst for protection. I have black tourmaline, especially if I'm healing, that draws away all negativity and will work alongside the white sage. I have rose quartz because that is my go-to favourite crystal. So I have a large one of those. I wear a pendant necklace with the rose quartz that is literally part of me when I'm working. I can't work without it. I feel bare if I'm without that one. And then I also wear all my different rings. I have an amethyst ring, and I've got the bracelets and things that I use. So it's almost like putting on, if you were as a doctor or a dentist, you have certain workwear. If you go into construction, you have certain workwear. By putting the crystals on, again, I feel like I'm dressed ready for work. I feel like I've got a certain poncho that I wear. Again, it's not brilliant looking, it's not the most amazing thing, but when I put this on, again, I know that I'm working. And it's all about getting you into the right headspace. It's this ritual, it's this thing that you do before you work. And that is the most important thing. All these tools, they all work individually to raise or clear energy, raise the frequency, but it's the ritual itself about getting your head right, because that, as I said at the beginning, it is just you. It is you doing the work, it is you connecting. And once you're in that headspace, once you know that you're connecting, you are open. And you are open to receive all the information and energy that you need for whatever of the mystical arts it is that you're going to do. The other crystal that I tend to use, which is wonderful, is the Lemurian starseed. Now, they've got the ladders on, so if you're working with the Akashic records, you can use them for yourself, or you can use them when you're working with others. They've got keys on to help to elevate your spiritual journey. So you tend to find that they open as you're going along, meditating with them. But yeah, so we've gone through everything that you would do about setting up the atmosphere, using the crystals. You'll find the more that you use crystals as well, you will get a deeper, meaningful connection with each of those crystals. And when you've got them in your hand or you're wearing them, if you've got a certain wand that you use, the orgonite crystal is brilliant as well. It's like a pyramid shape, especially the ones that have got the black tourmaline at the bottom, because it draws in the negative energy. Then the clear quartz will amplify and send out through the copper wires all the positive energy into the room. And when you feel it and you hold it, you can literally feel it fizzing with energy. So they are a great one to have in the room. But I would like you to go away. I'd like you to try and build your own ritual. I'd like you to think about the things that you would like to do that make you feel like you're going to be connecting. Is there a certain poncho like I have that you would wear, a certain scarf, a certain outfit? Is there certain crystals that you are drawn to that you could wear or hold or set in the room around you? Do you have a candle? Get some incense, like that. Go through different musics and find out which one you prefer, whether it's the Tibetan singing bowls, the angel Reiki, if it's a frequency music, if it's the drumming. Try different things, keep a journal and make note. And then once you've got this routine and once you've got this thing that you do, every time that you do spiritual work, every time you open a pack of tarot cards or oracle cards, every time you sit down to do some healing or meditation, or even if it is just automatic writing, channeling, anything, do these things beforehand every time, and that will set your mind into the right workspace. See how you get on. Write everything down. Always journal everything, because you can look back and see where you've been going, what's happened, the changes that you've made, the progresses that you've made, the things that have worked, the things that haven't. And let me know. I would love to hear any of your stories, experiences and information, and that would be wonderful. So we'll see you again next week, and I'll talk to you soon.